artfulstampin.co.uk. Welcome to my channel. So I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. Those of you watching on the live, if you're watching on the replay, welcome. Thank you for popping in. Sorry I missed you. And today I'm going to be featuring not one, not two, but 3 items from the current Celebration catalogue. So if you don't know what Celebration is, very, very quickly, it's a kind of sales promotion that's happening from this month through to end of September. And it's where you can earn free product for increments of sales. So the increments come in, you know, either £45 or £90. And I'm going to be showing items that you can earn at the £45 mark. So you can earn the fabulous Counting Sheep stamp set, this one here, if you spend £45. If you spend another £45, you can then earn the dies. So these cut out the fabulous sheep. We have some of them here. If you don't have a die cutting machine, then you could probably cut these out quite simply using just a pair of scissors. And see if I can find it. Ooh. I'm also going to be featuring this black and white paper here, which again is another free item for when you spend £45. So I have this idea, not sure how it's going to turn out. I know I say that quite often, but it's because I really don't. I sort of have this idea. I see visions of colourful sheep. So I thought it would be fun to talk about how to create pattern, but on the sheep. So I'm going to do that, and then have them on a background of just black and white pattern, just to show how we can show off colourful things by having black and white pattern in the background, because that's a really simple way of doing it, really. So I'm going to set aside the paper just for a minute and zoom in while I do some colouring and catching up with everybody who is watching on the live. And yeah, just kind of go over my day and what I'm planning to be up to. Oh dear, forgot to switch the sound off. That would help, wouldn't it? And yeah, let me say a quick hello to everyone. Hello, Miss Wendy. Look, I'm using the sheepies. Hello, Miss Mindy. Hi, Louise. Yay, sheep. Hi, Linda, Martina, and Joanna, Linda, Kathy. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Ruthie. Hi, Claire. Dee Marie. Hello. Oh, now it was so funny. The other day when I did my premiere on Sunday, Heidi Scholler was on and she said something about, oh, it's like grease in here. And I was like, what is she on about? And then when I look back on the chat, it was because we had a lady called Sandra and we had a lady called Dee. That's you, Dee Marie. And she said, oh, it's a bit like grease in here. And then I realised she meant, oh, Sandra Dee. So anyway, got it. Hi, Sue. Hi, Brigitte. Hi, Bonnie. Oh, you got your card, Martina. Excellent. Yes, I think a few of us girls had a similar one. Right, so I was looking at this sheep and wondering whether to do a slightly darker border around them with my basic grey pen. Oh, this is light basic black actually, because it was Luke's birthday on Saturday. And Tom bought him a packet of various kind of Japanese sweets and snacks. And one of the things that really hit me about the packaging was how bright and colourful it was. And some of the illustrations, the graphics, had very bold kind of black outlines. And it looked just, you know, it's obviously very modern looking, very funky, you know, eye-catching for children. But I thought, oh, I wonder if I could do that to these sheep. And I'm basically colouring in. So I've stamped these sheep and cut them out using the dies. And I'm just colouring in that white section between the design of the sheep and the edge of the card, like so. Okay. and you know, might need to go around the edge just to darken it up. I might not do it to all of them because obviously it's a little bit time consuming. But hey, where are you guys off to tonight? Are you hanging out with me, or have you got plans? Or hi Christine, hi Levine. Great to see you. Yes, what's the weather like? I know we always end up talking about the weather, don't we? Anyway, I quite like that sheep. He's kind of funky looking now, isn't he cute? So, hi Judy. Ah, your oldest grandson started kindergarten. So does that mean you're not so busy anymore, Judy? Is that what you're saying? Oh, an update on my YouTube situation when it came to figuring out who had super chatted me. It seems to have miraculously fixed itself. So tomorrow I hope to be sorting that out. Now I say I hope because one of the things that happened today was that my husband took my son on a camp. We had a couple of friends staying the night who are also going on the same camp. And I don't know, I thought, you know, my son is, you know, he's just turned 19. He doesn't need his mother to help him pack for camp. You know, I helped a bit, make sure that all the parts for the tent was all right, and the tent that we used the other week, the zip had broken, so we decided that we would stitch one side up. Well, I decided, so I did that this morning. You know, spent half an hour sitting there sewing up the tent. Then one of the girls that was staying with us last night, you know, she was borrowing a tent off us, so I made sure that her tent was great and, you know, all the poles were there. So she also was borrowing a sleeping bag from us, and they went shopping, got food. You know, we made sure he had, you know, the sleeping mats, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so off they went, and then I had a phone call about 6 o'clock from Tom, who'd already been there for over 2 hours. You know, they left it after 3, and he was like, we can't seem to get the tent up. This is Luke's tent now. Oh, right, okay. So in Luke's great wisdom, when he had taken the tent down previously, and I can't completely blame Luke because Ethan was partly to blame as well, they had separated the inner from the outer tent, which I don't think you are meant to do. And so when they blew it up, it did not go up as it should have gone. It's one of those tents that you can blow up. You don't have poles, big poles, you just blow up the tent. So it just wasn't working. Then Tom realised that that they had to put the inner bit in. Then Luke did it, but did it wrong. So they'd spent about 2 hours trying to put up this blessed tent. Then Tom said, oh, and we can't find the poles for the other tent. The one that I was lending to this young lady. And I was like, but I packed them. I said, you know, they're definitely not here. I mean, you know, when you second guess yourself, you think, well, maybe I did forget to pack them. So I looked around the house, no tent poles. And Tom was like, well, I'm just walking back to the car and they're not in the car. So I was like, oh my days. So then I think Tom rang me again about half an hour later, and they're like, are you sure the poles are not there? We can't find them. And then I heard Luke in the background going, oh, did you pack me a sleeping bag? And I was like, no, I did not pack you a sleeping bag. I thought you would do that. So anyway, there we go. So then I said, well, when did they bring all the stuff over? As you can see, I've obviously painted that one yellow. Just done that one yellow. And then I'm going to find another funky colour now. What about a green? Yes, green. Let's have a green sheep. So then I said, well, when they walked from the car to the campsite, because Tom did say that they'd taken about 20 minutes to do it, did they stop off anywhere? Did they drop the tent poles? Maybe they were talking. Anyway, no. Anyway, I said, just go back to the car and have a proper look. you know how boys look around, you know, then they lose things. I don't know if you ladies find this. Sorry, men, if you are good at keeping track of your belongings, but I tend to find that the male of the species in my house are not very good finders. So they will sort of scout around a room. And so now if my child says, I can't find something, I go and take a proper look, you know, actually lift things up and look underneath, you know, cushions, duvets, whatever's appropriate. So Tom then texts me, we found them. So Tom got home a little while ago and I was like, so, you know, where was it? Where were they? And he was like, they were in the car. They were the bag was the same colour as the chairs. So they were under the chairs. I was like, okay. Part of me regretted not going with them because I thought, well, no, that's too running out. It's your fault, Mum, no matter what. Yep. Anyway, so poor kid, he's going to sleep without a sleeping bag tonight. And you know what? He's got to learn his lesson. So he's going to borrow a blanket off somebody. And then Tom did take lots of extra air mattresses because we thought that other people might need them. So he's going to sleep with an air mattress on top of him as a bit of insulation. And I think, you know, probably do him the world of good, because next time I'm hoping he might make a list and think, what do I need to take when I go camping? But anyway, there we go. He'll remember it next time. Absolutely. Exactly. Thank you, Melanie. See, I thought it was, no, it's not just my children. Yeah. But then there's also this running joke between me and Tom. I've probably shared this with you before. That if he loses something, that he then asks me, you know, if I've seen it. That if he finds it before I find it, he brings it into my craft room. Or if I've been trying to find something and he finds it, he brings it into my craft room. So he makes out that it was always here. This is like a running joke. So when he texted me and said, found it, I texted him back and went, was it in my craft room? I took my son to a bagpipe competition, let him gather it himself once. He gets there with all but his bagpipes. Oh, did you find the paper? Did you? I said that to my hubby just the other day. Okay, so what I've done is just coloured these in because I was telling you my story. But I want to now talk about very simply how to then add pattern. So I know it feels slightly like there's a phrase in the UK we use called teaching my grandma to suck eggs, but it's worth going over these simple ways to create pattern because to a certain extent we use these same principles, or I use these same principles to do my stamped one sheet wonders. And you, as you see me do this, you'll pick up on it. So one design that I do is a stripe, like I stamp in stripes. So I'm going to add stripes. This is Dark Night of a Navy, which is quite dark actually. I'm slightly regretting choosing this colour, but never mind, I'm going to go with it. I've started, so I'll finish. And I'm just going to add stripes to my sheep. I know, please, nobody write to me now and complain and say stripes on sheep, whatever next. I know that sheep aren't this colour, but it's just a bit of fun. Right, I'm going to do a bit of light Night of Navy now because I want to break. Oh no, let's do the other nib. Just want to add. There we go. Oh, that's quite nice now. It's broken it up a bit. Oh, and then he messages me, did I leave my charger? So, yes, the reason I might not be available at some point tomorrow is I might be on the way to the campsite to help him sort out his tent and deliver a charger and deliver a sleeping bag. Okay, I'm going to do a bright pink face for this sheep. Now, these have partly been inspired, and I don't know if Esther's watching. Esther sent me the most inspirational wee video that I've seen in a long time of this 80-year-old artist who was completely untrained but has made her life full of art and her apartment full of art, and it's just amazing. And it was so inspirational, and I definitely want to share that video with you guys because I know some of you don't feel like artists, but this lady was just explaining that it's not about having to necessarily follow convention, and she was all about color. And she said I don't wear beige. Beige will kill you, she said. She said, and honestly, her clothes are so bright, and I think also some of her clothes were made out of her artwork. She obviously got some prints done or something. Right, so that's a stripe. Now this one, I thought I would do dots. So I don't know if this is going to work. This is Calypso Coral. Yes, no, this is Cajun Craze. Hi, Shirley. Yeah, they can be that colour if we spray them. Yeah, exactly. We're colouring in some funky sheep, Cheryl. So this one I'm going to do dotty. So I'm going to just start with one dot, and then I'm going to move over a little bit and do another dot, and then basically try and do the same distance. Now I'm not going to do one on his face, but I think there would be one there. Then move down slightly and do, whoop, there we go. Would there be one there? Oh, there might be there. One there, one there. Yeah. If there's one there, there'd be one up there. Maybe one there. One up there. Maybe one up there. So this is a polka dot effect that we're going for here. Very simple. Although I'm saying it's simple, but I'm concentrating so hard. I'm trying to make these circles the same size because I realise that perhaps they're not. Oops. Oh well. Oh well. They're artsy sheep. No. They're funky sheep. Now just to make it a bit more interesting. This one looks like it's got chicken pox now. Yeah, something to do with breeding. You're quite right. I'm just going to make it a bit more interesting by doing a little dark dot in between the Cajun Craze dots. And this is a fun way just to keep adding patterns and so on and so forth. There we go. Right, so I've done stripy, I've done dotty. Now this one could do, I think I'm doing some, oh no, I don't want to do grey. Ooh, done red. Might do. I wonder if this light Bermuda Bay's still got some left in it. Oh, I have got a new one. If it doesn't. Okay, name some other patterns. I could do checkered. Oh yes, let's do checkered. So do it that way to start off with. So do so that's definitely run out. Okay, let's start again. So we could do a square. Okay, I'm going to have to hold this down because this just wants to move around. Up like that. Yes, so as I said, we had a couple of young ladies staying with us overnight, and they're people that we've known for a long time, and on Sunday, one of the young ladies was brought up to us by her parents, who've been long-term friends of ours, and I got to cook. Well, I've tried to getting to a point where all my children can like specialize in a particular dish, and so I've been working on my 14-year-old son to learn how to do the ingredients for char siu pork. And so we made, like, look, normally I buy 2 packs of belly pork. Well, I bought 4 packs because we were having visitors, and then we have the leftovers today, which was very nice. And then I did chicken wings this afternoon. Oh, and then I've been having fresh watermelon as well. Miss Ivy sent me a picture the other day of somewhere she went to a restaurant where she had watermelon juice. I was very, very, very jealous. But it's very easy to make watermelon drink. You just basically get red watermelon and then you just blend it. It's really easy. Hi, Dawn. Lovely to see you. Wrong face. That's okay. If I had to choose, I'd take the checkered one. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, so I've done 3 sheep. So let's get at least one card made. Oh, I've got to do his. Oh, hold on. Let's figure out what colour I'm going to do. Ears and. Oh, that's his ears. And then, oh, I think he can have a lilac face, can't he? Because he is meant to be funky. Yeah, and one of the things that this lady was saying, this artist was saying, is that, you know, you don't have to stick to the rules, you know. And, you know, she deliberately colours things in, not their conventional colours. And just draws. Like, her drawings aren't like what I would call realistic. They're not, you know, naturalistic. But she clearly has lots of fun with her art. And that was just wonderful to see. So I've got this lovely stripy paper here. And I was thinking of having all 3 in a row. Hee hee. That is fun, isn't it? So look, even this, so there's stripes on that one. This has got dots on it. Oh, I think that looks a bit better. Stands out a bit. Got my trimmer. Oh, come back here. Spotted wool, spotted sweater. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so let's get this cut out. Oh, got a gem stuck to that one. Nice little bit extra. Don't know how that got on there. Right, I was thinking a nice dark background, but actually I wouldn't mind picking up on one of the colours that I've used. So I could use a purple. After all, purple is very funky, isn't it? Oh my goodness, super fun. I did want them going in a bit of a... Oh, there, this one could be standing up more, can't it? Oh, that just looks rude. Okay, let's do that. Kind of sheep doing like naughty things then. Okay, very funky. Bus spotter sheep. Have you got any more? Oh, good, Judy. Yes, I mean, it is very juvenile. I'm not proposing that we give these to the older men in our lives, but certainly great for kids. Oh, it wouldn't be fun if we had this on a little I'll call it a boinga, but no, it's you know, there's wobble things. That would be so cute, having them wobble. Now, a really simple way of making them wobble a little bit is to get some clear sheets. Now, I'm sure I had some on my desk earlier. Oh, don't know how I found it. Okay, let's see if we can do this. So what we can do is cut a little strip. Oh, that's not straight. Let's do that at 1 centimetre. So cut a strip. I might cut another strip actually. While I've got my trimmer out. Right, we'll pull out a little bit. There we go. Exactly right, Miss Shirley. Yes. So what we can do is we can fold these to almost make a little mini concertina. I'm trying to figure out what's the best amount of wobble. Yeah, I think that. So you basically make an M shape like that. And then I think the tear tape is probably the best. Oh, or a glue dot. Will that make it too thick, I wonder? We'll try the tear and tape, sorry. I don't know, let's stick this down first. Thank you, Jana. Yeah, they are quite cute, aren't they? I wasn't sure how they were going to turn out, and I've got other plans for my pattern sheet. I want to do some more colouring in, just to experiment a bit. Oh dear, I don't know what's going on here. I think all my glues are like coming to the end of their lives. Let's go for this one. Okay. Right, so I don't know if I just prefer two. Maybe I just prefer the two. Oh, I'll save that one for another one. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Right, so I'm going to cut a wee bit of this. So a bit of that. Bit of that. Pop one on there. You like the 3, do you, Kelly? Well, I will do 3 on the other one. I'm just this one I wasn't feeling it. So I'm taking off the paper backing of the tear tape, and I'm going to stick. Oh, now hold on in that direction, don't I? So that like that. Fold it down. Stick him on like that. Boing! Look at that! Oh my goodness, so much fun. Why have I never done this before? Oh, I can sit here all day and do that. Right, let's do the next one. So I'll show you again how I did it. So basically you fold an M into your acetate. So I know I did it in 1 centimetre, but for you in the States that's 3/8. So if you cut 3/8. Hi Cheryl. They look like they're dancing. Yes, they do. Directors and singers. Oh yeah. What, you mean the sheep look like they're being directed and singing? Yeah, that one looks like he's a director, doesn't he? He looks like he's a bit bossy. Hi, Fred. Oh, I just dropped my thing. There we go. They do ping around, so right. Right, so for those of you who need ideas for kids cards, this is pretty cool. Cool fun. Put that there. They need a glitter ball. We can make a glitter ball from that glitter paper. That's such a good idea. I love it. I just got to find my glitter paper now. I've put it somewhere safe. Oh, it's like Saturday Night Fever with sheep. Oh, love it. I'm in the mood for dancing. Right, come on. I've got to find that glitter paper. I had it out the other day. A whole pack of it as well. Romancing. I've got my craft paper. Where's my glitter paper gone? No. It's not good, is it? If anyone's got any bright ideas where you think I've put it, let me know. It's not in the usual places. I'll tell you that now. Oh. Ta-da! Found it. Oh, this would make a perfect glitter ball. Do I want it hanging from the ceiling though? Oh, I know the perfect one to stamp. There's a great little stamp in the garden birdhouses. It's like a line, isn't it? With a little bobble bit on the end. Hello, Miss Kim. And I'm about to make a glitter ball. How cool is that? Do you think that makes sense? I should probably do some rays of like glitter, like coming from the glitter ball. What do you think? I wonder if I can cut some. Oh, what can I use? What could I use? Or maybe I should make a 3D glitter ball. Oh, you use the clouds. Yes, that's a good idea. All right, well, I'm just going to see if I can make a cool like 3D glitter ball. So if you haven't guessed already, I'm kind of making this up as I go along. So if you've come to my channel to watch a super slick tutorial, you're not going to get it from me today. But you will have lots of fun and experimenting and all that kind of thing. Winker Stella. Good idea. Thank you. See, this is why I have an audience, to give me all the fabulous ideas. Just going to double up these. Okay. Yeah, do a bit of gluing. Yes, if you've come to my channel today for sophistication and glamour, you'll get a bit of glamour, but you'll get fun and frolics rather than sophistication today. Yeah, if you want to see some floral stamping, you'll have to go and watch a different video on my channel, but just a different video. So Mondays I try and do something a bit different, and I tend to try and do something masculine, but sometimes it ends up being sort of child friendly, you know, what you'd make for children, but that's okay. That's okay. That looks a little bit more 3D like now, doesn't it? Just going to hold that down for a moment. Hi, Miss Glenna. Thank you, Carolyn. Hi, Cindy. Goodbye, Cindy. Yes, we can see you, Carolyn. Yeah, we can see you. Nice to have you here. Long time no see. Okay, so not Glenna, Martina suggested I use the Winker Stella. I just want to make sure it's kind of quite free flowing. Ooh. Right. So there's my glitter ball rays. As you can see, I dropped a bit of Winker Stella there, but that's okay. I'm just kind of picking it up to make it a little, make sure that that's flowing. Oh, the concentration. Okay. There we go. Little glitter ball. Dancing sheep. And then we could always stick the happy birthday there, couldn't we? So glad it's your birthday. Let's grab a piece of white scrap. And what I thought I could do is mount it onto a rectangle of that lovely glitter paper. Your disco days. Oh, Glenna. Only yesterday, Glenna. You could do it on a black card and the ball and the wink would stand out. You know what? That is so true. Yeah, it's because the glitter ball and my wink were afterthoughts. So yeah, if I thought about it, I think, yes, a darker background would have been fantastic. You can do that, Wendy, when you get them back. You know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm just going to use the oval punch because I can. If it'll fit. Oh, it does. Oh, look at that. It's perfect. Yay. Right, let's just hope it cuts the glitter paper. Oh, it does. Like butter. And I feel like I want that raised up. Now, those of you who are watching who've played with this glimmer paper, do I stick this on with a glue dot or with wet glue? Please tell me now. What would you suggest? The reason why I'm asking is because this is kind of not really a porous material. And I remember, yeah, like years ago, if we were using the glimmer paper, generally we wouldn't use the dimensionals, would we? Night, Shirley. Both. glue dots and wet glue. Oh my word. This is going to be... I've also realised I want a black background. Dig a small hole in the middle, then you can glue. Oh, it through this, Kim, through the glitter. Is that what you're saying? Ooh. Make a hole in my glitter paper. That's better. And this mimics the lines around the sheep. The glitter. Okay, good tip from Miss Kim Fee. So if you don't follow Kim, Simply Fairies Paper Crafts, she is one of the loveliest demonstrators I've had the privilege of meeting at Stampin' Up events, and she makes stunningly beautiful cards. Now, if you want sophistication, Miss Kim is the lady to go to. Very, very nice cards. Yes, indeed. And we've missed seeing each other, haven't we, Kim? At events and things. And Kim usually organises a bus for her ladies. She lives in the south of England. So whenever we have get-togethers, she has the fairy bus. The fairies bus. Is that what we call it? The fairy bus or the fairies bus? That comes up to wherever we're having our events. Right, I'm going to put a bit of glue around there. And then I'm going to put a bit of glue here. Put the glue in the... Oh, I went into dimensionals. Oops. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is put some dimensionals in here. See, the things that go on behind the scenes of a card, people don't realise the effort we go to make sure it stays in one piece when they get it. There we go. The fairy bus, that's it. See, this would be fit for the fairy bus, I think. Funky sheep. This is the equivalent, the Welsh equivalent. The funky sheep bus. Look at that. Right, I'm going to move on because I've got so many, other things to play with. So let's get another one of these sheep. I'm going to set that to the side a second. And I like the idea of doing a pattern where we start with a circle and then basically we just keep adding more and more colour. So, I don't know. Oh, let's just go for 3 colours. That might keep it nice and simple. So I like the idea of just doing a really kind of like funky circle. Oh, maybe just do one in a slightly different area. Do it near his behind there. Yep. And then this one, that one can go. Oh, that will go up there as well. Yeah. And then a bit purple. Now, the interesting thing about using the alcohol pen, the Stampin' blends, is that if I start to encroach a little bit onto that yellow, it makes a new colour. So that's very interesting. So although I've just used 2 colours for this section, I've actually created 3. Okay, can you see that? See that sort of slight change? Oh, let's get a bit closer. There we go. Your grandsons would love this. Oh, do they like sheep, Jan? Okay, so there we go. So you can see that colour blend happening there. So So it sort of looks like a weird boiled egg at the moment. Okay, looks like a weird boil. Oh dear. Okay, I know what, I'm just going to go for a slightly different colour now. Got light Bermuda Bay. I'm going to see if I can use the brush end. So there are two tips on these, two ends. We've got a brush tip, a brush end, and a chisel. No, not chisel. Bullet. Ooh. I'm kind of missing the ear out for some reason. I just feel I should. Right, that's. Oh, I'm a bit too scared now. I'm going to use the other end because I feel like I can control it a bit better. So again, I'm going over a little bit of that previous colour because then we end up with this really interesting colour blend. So blue over purple makes bluey purple. Funny that. And because it's alcohol, it dries very quickly, so you're able to actually go over and over and over the same section again and again, which you could not do if this was water-based. There's my funky sheep. Target sheep, yes. Target practice sheep. Maybe that's what they are. Maybe secretly I'm just hoping to eat these for my lunch. These are just rather too cute though, aren't they, these sheep? Like, you couldn't imagine having this. Yeah, nice bit of roast lamb. Okay. Ooh. Right, they're coming on. Let's go for a bit of green now. This is light old olive. I think I might just reach out a bit further now on this. And again, just going over that small section that's already been done in the Bermuda, just to make it interesting. Now, I think I am missing having that great big black outline that I did earlier. I did like the look of that. We've been between downpours and 3 tornado warnings. Oh, Mindy, stay safe. Yeah, I was chatting to Bobby, who's in New Jersey, and he was saying that they've just had a big storm go through. Are you just staying indoors, Mindy? Good excuse to do some stamping after you've made the house secure. Hi, Lorraine. They look like game fair for Target. Yes. I know what you mean. But happy targets, you know, jolly. I just thought it'd be fun to do really bright, fun circles on them. Oh, I think I need to sweep that circle around a bit more. There we go. I'm losing the circle here a bit. Ooh, there we go. Right, maybe a bit of pink now. go. Ooh, this is bright. Let's see if I can do the rest of it in pink, because I want to move it on now. Right, come on, sheep. Now, what colour can I do his little face, I wonder? Because we're not going back to beige. We're not going to boring beige today. Beige is not always boring, just saying. Sometimes it is. I thought, let's do his ear pink as well. Oh, I missed a bit there. There we go. You like the black outline as well. Okay, Tracy. So this has turned into a bit of a colouring heavy tutorial. Now, the other way to do some funky sheep is to do what's called paper piecing, which is where you stamp your stamp onto some coloured paper and then you cut it out. That is super fun. That's not the technique I wanted to show today. I wanted to do some funky sheep. See, I still really struggle with that one. Just looks a bit like he's doing something rude. Oh, we could just have them like balancing on top of each other. There we go. There we go. They could do that. Yay! No glitter balls this time. We're just going to go for a bit of a background. Although I do quite like the idea of having them wobble a little bit, because that was a really fun, easy technique to do, which I think I'm going to use again. Really enjoyed that. So let's see. Let's see our sheep. So I think he's the sturdiest, isn't he? So he can be on the bottom. He's like, oh, just want to climb on your head. And then this one's just like doing his own thing. So what I'm going to try and do is make the circles go up in a line together. Yes, psychedelic sheep, very much so. So let's see if we can... Now, I wonder if we can do a wobble with an N. I'm just going to try it so that you don't have to. Let's see how that looks. Where's my turtle? Oh, there it is. So there we go. Yes, tie-dye sheep. Absolutely. So as you've probably guessed, these sort of designs are a little bit out of my comfort zone. Just a little bit. But it doesn't mean I can't have fun. I can have fun, you know. I'm not just the floral artsy person, you know. I can have a laugh as much as anybody else over my funky psychedelic sheep, you know. I don't want to be typecast as a demonstrator. I might need a bit more practice in this, you know, area of card making. Right. A little bit for you. A little bit for you. The top sheep needs a pink arm. Yes, it does. Thank you. Okay, so we want you like that. Okay, so best thing to do is flatten him, her, and figure out where you're going to place it, and then just put it down, and then let it ping up. Then, right. Let's see if we can get one more out of this. I'm kind of running out of this little piece here, but I think I can do it. So there we go. There we go. A little N. Hi, Bev. Oh, the last. Oh, hold on. Yes, so we've got the pink ear. Oh, I've missed loads of pink ears. I've got that one there. That one there. Oh, and the hoofs need doing as well. I think I'm just going to give him a pink arm. What colour should we do? We could do yellow. Oh no, they might end up looking a bit jaundiced. Should go for the lilac. You know, I've gone so far now that I think I'm going to have to just go the whole hog. Hog. These are sheep. Yes, look, let's just give him a bit of a purple hoof makeover with a purple face. I'm going to leave the eyes this time. Last time I coloured in the eyes, which I didn't really mean to do. It just kind of happened. So let's just leave those and see how it looks. Looks all right, I think, for psychedelic target sheep. You know. Oh, my back's itching. I've got no one to give me a back scratch. Oh, I'm going to have to give my back an itch. Oh, stay still. Stay there. Come on. See, when you're in a hurry. There we go. Right. Oh, I'm going to have to stop and scratch my back. Oh. These must be properly outfitted. Of course. You know. Well, sheep know how to have fun, don't they? Oh no, this one hasn't got an eye. He's got closed eye. So, I must admit, it's quite therapeutic. If you're the sort of person that does enjoy colouring in, and you know, you're watching your favourite programme and you just want to sit there and do a bit of colouring, then you know, go ahead, cut a few of these out. It's also a great way, cutting out die cut images like this. It's a great way of using up scraps, you know. The top sheep on its back. Oh, I see. Like that. Oh, yes, it would look funny. And that would go better actually with the pattern. Because we've got the pink on that side. It's like he's getting a belly rub. Oh, see, if Esther was here, she'd be telling stories about all these sheep. And this Wobble business, this is a simple way. So we do sell this clear acetate, Stampin' Up does. But it's a sort of thing that you can rescue from packaging. Okay. Oh, that one looks like it's bouncing off now. Hold on, let's see if I can just move that down a little bit. Hasn't quite completely secured, so that's good. Just come down a bit lower. There we go. That's fun, isn't it? Okay, let's get a bit of oh, should I get a bit of purple for that one, or oh no, that's the wrong green. That's Old Olive. He's doing back. Oh, I saw, yes, her family made a card. It was so much fun. I was going to say, do we need hats on these or something? But I think I'm just going to leave it. That's just so much fun. So just a reminder for you to get the sheep and dies. They're an exclusive item. You cannot purchase them. You have to purchase something else, which is kind of a bonus really, because in purchasing something else, you get these for free. So now if you don't, you know, the paper's not a complete necessity for making this card. You can use any other kind of black and white paper, or you can stamp it yourself, or, you know, mark some paper yourself. You don't necessarily need this paper. So I would say the sheep and the dies are kind of the necessity of this type of card making. But then have a look at other line art drawings that you have, or stamps rather, and just sort of have a go colouring them in a slightly alternative way. And don't think about the rules, just have fun with pattern, and you know, have a bit of a laugh. So they are fun, aren't they? I think so far my favourite is the Dahlia. I have to say, that Dahlia stamp set. Now the Dahlia stamp set, I know some of you see me use that already, but that one requires a £90 spend. But if you're needing to stock up and get some nice new inks or whatever, or if you're tempted by the new mini catalogue, there's some lovely Christmas and other seasonal items in there that may tempt your fancy. So if you haven't seen the video that I did at the weekend, I'll just give you a little sneak peek. It was of a bag and tag and cards. I'm not going to show you those, I'm just going to show you that. So please do go and check out that video. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I'll pull out a little bit. Let me know which is your favourite card. We've got the disco dancing sheep with their own glitter ball. Look at that. And we've got the psychedelic tumbling sheep here. So just to go over the products used, we've got counting sheep, which is a free celebration item. Then we also have a set of dies to match, very neatly put into a package by my downline. And there are also dies to cut a garden gate, which I haven't even looked at yet. A kind of funky sun, a flag, and some clouds, and a little hat. I knew there was some sort of hat idea somewhere in there. So there is a little hat that you can stamp, and the die will cut that out. So you can do that, and that would be fun. You can have little hats on the sheep. You have balloons. Ooh, and it really does cut out that string of that balloon. That's pretty impressive. So you could have balloons, and these clouds are very cute. Now this die I was very impressed by. Esther used this on our holiday the other day to make a craft for the children. And this embosses as well as cuts out. It's very, very nice. And if you're someone who likes scene building, this fence is nice and quite, you know, realistic. It's a really good one. So very pleased with those. And then the papers that I've been using are from a collection, again, some freebies, basically black and white designs that match the hand-penned petals suite as well. You'll recognise it in the annual catalogue if you take a look, but it's watercoloured. It's very colourful. But this is like a black and white version of it. Not quite the same, but sort of matches it. So there you have it. And then I used various alcohol pens, the Stampin' blends. I used Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Highland Heather, Bermuda Bay, a little bit of Cajun Craze. Now, you don't necessarily have to use these alcohol pens. You can use, you know, the marker pens if you want to. You perhaps will get a slightly different result. But do try and test it out. I still got this one. This little sheep here. Maybe I could have him on the inside. He could go on the inside, couldn't he? Look, he can sit in there. There we go. You like the tumbling sheep, and Dawn likes the disco. Darlene likes the striped one. Excellent. There we go. Right. I think I'll rename this then. What should I call it? Monday, rather than Masculine Monday. What could I call it? Mix It Up Monday? Or Manic Monday? Or Bop Monday? You know, answers on a postcard. Let me know what you think. Sheepish Monday? Yeah. Right, lovely to see you all, and we'll be back to doing a little bit more kind of floral kind of type designs in the week. Funky Monday. Yes, that's a good idea. Take care, everybody. God bless. Thank you for joining me tonight.